can't hear you either.
Cool. Thanks to everyone for joining us for today's press conference featuring Test Captain Dean Elgar. As per yesterday, today's is a hybrid press conference, so we will take a couple of questions both from the floor as well as online. For the guys online, just a reminder to please keep your monitors on mute.
Ken.
That is Ken, I've just muted him. Yeah, super. So we'll take one question at a time and we'll start on the floor. Who would like to kick us off? Anyone?
Not everyone at once.
Hi Dean, Chris Gibb from Sky. What gives you the belief that you can come and do at Old Trafford what you did in the first test?
Look, what happened in the first test was something amazing for us. We played really solid, sound cricket, as we've been doing the last year. I think our hunger was up there, and I think our hunger is still here. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. We drive a hard message with regards to that. We really want to play a brand of cricket that everyone loves back home, and hopefully the rest of the world enjoys. It's difficult to read the future. I wish I could, and I really hope the second test goes the same way. But I know it's going to be a lot tougher, knowing that England were hurt, and I know they're coming back with the vengeance, I guess, against us. I really hope we can just play another solid game of cricket. I think that will give us our best chance to try and get into a position of victory. We know we have to start again. The scoreboard is on naught now, and we've got to start again pretty well against them.
You'll have seen the team change that England are making. Ollie Robinson coming in. You saw him close up in the Lions game. What do you make to that change?
I'm not sure with regards to that really. I know Ollie's maybe someone that would have been in the starting 11 for Lords if he didn't have that setback with his injury. But again, that's just me thinking the way I do. Interesting that they've obviously gone away from Potts, considering that he's had a really good summer for them already. I'm not sure if he's got a niggle or not. Maybe you guys can write something about that. I don't know. Whatever team they put out on the field, we obviously got to be the better side throughout the next 5 days.
Thanks for that.
Dean, I saw some comments from Victor in the media about just concerns around the middle order. What are you thinking in that department? Do you feel like you need some extra resources to bolster it, or are you happy with the same batting lineup?
Look, we have extra resources, no doubt. But as long as we still getting the results on our side, I think backing is extremely important for those guys. We have given them a decent run now of late, and I'm pretty sure they know they're under pressure to perform. They are proper batsmen. They're here for a reason, and hopefully they get everything. Get everything in the right way for this test match, so that they put us in a stronger position. If they're firing in the middle order and we conduct ourselves like we have been doing of late, I think our test side can only grow from there. But they are being backed. I don't see a change happening with regards to that. I think consistency is key to success in test cricket, and I think even consistency when it comes to selection. It's a tough series playing away from home against England, and you need to back your horses that you've been backing for some time now. And all you can do is give them the best resources to try and do well. And hopefully it comes off.
Dean, the performance from your bowlers was so strong at Lords. I mean, as strong as I guess many of us can remember an overseas team bringing you. Have those bowlers peaked now? Can they get better?
I reckon they can get much better. They're still pretty fresh, which is a nice thing to have from my part. They had a brilliant game. The wicket obviously assisted them as well at Lords. We got to take that into account as well. But again, you got to put the ball in the right area, and they did that. Again, it comes back to the first question about the hunger, and I think our bowlers are leading our pack at the moment, and they're extremely hungry for success. The competition amongst them is brilliant, and the way they go about things is some of the most professional behaviour I've seen from fast bowlers. And it's a great asset to have have them leading the pack like that, and you don't have to speak to them too much, and they just know what they have to do. They've been around the international scene now for quite some time. They know this is a really tough series. They know what we've done in the past it's the past now, but a lot of learnings out of that. But we got to start again, and they've got to bring the intensity and the heat again. It might be totally different here, where the wicket might not suit them with regards to blasting out a batting attack. So we might have to adapt, which is a massive strength of ours. We're going to have to adapt to the conditions in front of us.
Thanks. We're going to go top and Melbourne. We'll take a couple from online.
Dean, I'm not sure if you have finalised an 11, but if you have, maybe you could tell us what it is. If you haven't, how do you sum up the conditions here? It's another ground where spinners haven't done well in recent years. Are you thinking in the same, but different conditions compared to Lords, obviously? How does your thinking change in bowling terms? And do you have an 11?
Yeah, look, we've got our 12, which was obviously our 12 that we had in the first test, and we decided on the 11 on the day. Adapting again, that's something that we need to get better at, and I think by giving everyone the right resources and giving everyone everyone's down to play, and on the day you'll be told if you are or not. It creates that sense of no one's taking their foot off the gas, so everyone's available to play. But for now, we have the 12 with the second spinner in as Harmy, so we've got our 11 and Harmy as 12 for now. Yesterday, we couldn't even have a proper look at the wicket because of the weather that cut our practice short, and the wicket was covered most of the day. So yeah, we'll have a good look at it now. I haven't had a look at it since I've got here yet. I had to go have lunch and do the press, and I'll have a look at it with the coaches when they get here. But again, we've got the right resources in our change room. Whether we play 4 seamers or 2 spinners, it's still pretty exciting for us. We've never had that luxury of having 2 spinners, world-class spinners, in our armoury. And then you've also got our fast bowlers that really just set the tone for us. So it's a nice thing to have those boxes that have been ticked for us. So yeah, we haven't finalised our 11 just yet. Again, I always say in presses, you'll have to wait for tomorrow.
Thanks, Mel.
Just wondering what you did with the extra couple of days that you had, and on Robinson's selection, Ben Stokes said that they expect the pitch here to be quicker, and he extracts the most bounce in the options that they have. Is that something though that you think will suit your fast bowlers as well?
Love the mind games. Really enjoy it. Well, if there's going to be extra pace and bounce, I'm pretty sure our fast bowlers are going to get that out of this wicket then. Yeah, and then just on the first part, yeah, we had 2 extra days where I'm pretty sure the guys chilled out and enjoyed a test win. I always say never take a test win for granted, because you never know when it's going to happen again. So I'm pretty sure the guys, they did what they had to do, and yeah, now that's done, the focus is on the second test, and yeah, I'm pretty sure guys caught up with family members that have come over to watch the test at Lords, and personally, I've got family that live here, so I saw them. So yeah, each person went in their own direction, and you just had to make sure you're back at the hotel for 11 o'clock leave on Monday. Otherwise, it's an expensive Uber to get to Manchester. Yeah, so, and I'm pretty sure England have made the change in their squad for their own reasons. That's their own reasons. It doesn't change the way I want to see us play the game. It definitely doesn't intimidate me with regards to their selections. I'm pretty sure he's in the 11 for a reason, and I mean, he's playing for England, so he is a pretty good bowler, and I've played against him before, and yeah, he's done the right things to obviously warrant his selection, I'm sure.
Okay, thanks, Mel. We'll go online from Amir and then Percival.
Good afternoon, Captain. Afternoon, everybody. Thank you for the opportunity. Dean, just taking into account the success of the test team of late, could you give us your thoughts on the release of the Future Tours program and the fact that South Africa will play less test cricket over the next few years? And then as an extension to that, has this been discussed in the change room, and what are the guys' thoughts on that? Thank you.
I'm sure each player can answer that question differently. From my point of view, I would love to be playing more. There are reasons why it's happened like it's happened. Again, I'm not here to speak about this in depth because I'm sure I'm going to get into hot water for saying something that I'm not supposed to say. So I'll reserve my comments around that. But I'm sure the guys would love to be playing more Test cricket for South Africa.
Thanks, Mir. Percival?
Thank you so much, Lucy. Good afternoon from team. You've partially answered my question. I just want to ask you we've seen the latest ICC ranking science. Some of your bowlers, the point you've emphasized, have made some positive strides upwards on the rankings. What does that mean for you guys as a team? Do you guys take note of that? And does it help with the confidence heading into the rest of the series against England?
Yeah, I'm sure if they're playing well, they're going to get the recognition with regards to rankings. I somehow think within our squad, guys don't look too much into that. We're a very results-driven team, so if we're getting victories on our side, I'm sure most players are going to benefit with regards to that. I guess if you look after cricket, those little things should look after you at the end of the day. So, I personally don't look too much into those things. If you're playing well and you're scoring runs and taking wickets, you'll get the recognition.
Thanks. We're going to take one last one, or two last ones on the floor, and then one last one online. So I think let me just do the online one, and then we'll take the two from the floor. So Lynn, we'll hand over to you.
Thanks, Lucy. Hi, Dean. I just wanted to ask about Mark Boucher and his tenure, which didn't start off too well, but over the last couple of months, you and Mark kind of turned things around for the Proteas in the longer format. Can you just talk about Mark's influence on this he has had on the side and what's been working?
Yeah, I think it's been a work in progress. I don't think we always thought it was going to happen overnight. He's been around a couple of years now. And as a coach, his influence in the change room is massive. He's got the worlds of experience on his side, and he shares that with the guys now. He's definitely not a one-dimensional coach or a selfish coach. He wants to give back to the change room as best and or as many ways as he sees fit. He's been brilliant around that. It's been great working with him. We've hit a few potholes along the way, him and I, but we sorted out very quickly. Having him around the change room has been brilliant for us, and the younger guys absolutely latch onto every word he says in the change room. And even from a personal note, I listen to him a hell of a lot, and he's a massive asset for our change room.
Dean, yesterday Keshav spoke a little bit about the difference between the 2017 team and this one, and said it was like clarity of roles and kind of your leadership really helping guys understand their place. For you, what's the difference as one of the few guys who played in 2017?
There's only 3 of us that played in 2017, so basically the whole squad. I just think it was a little bit tougher back then. We didn't have our original captain for the first game, and it's a little bit tough for the squad to kind of listen to a standing captain. It was me at that time. Now that I am full time, it's you can almost lay your foundations and let that kind of hopefully look after itself after a while. We've got a lot of young guys that haven't had any failures of late when touring, so they don't come with a lot of baggage, which is nice to have. But yet they don't have a lot of experience, which is still left to gain. But either way, it's a nice thing to have when you've got young blood and guys rearing to go and guys wanting to play, and you can't have everyone playing at the same time. It's virtually impossible. It's a fresh squad. There's just no baggage, and there's a lot of hunger, and the competition within our squad it's huge. I think it's the strongest I've ever seen the competition, and it's healthy competition. It's not malicious competition like everyone wants it to believe. I'd just like to think the squad's in a very good place, and Red Flags has obviously been in too much of a comfortable position, and it's up to myself, up to the coach, to kind of still align us after every good spell that we've had as a team, and pull the guys in line irrespective of how long you've been here. Everyone's on the same page. I see everyone as an equal with regards to that. so yeah, we share a big responsibility with regards to driving the message going forward, especially towards the younger guys. Younger guys are here for a reason, and they're proper players. They wouldn't be wearing this badge if they weren't good players. I can promise you that. So I'd like to think since the first time to now, we in the same mold. We walk in the same journey, and we talk in the same words, which is great to have.
Thanks. Last question.
Dean, the Ben Stokes documentary begins streaming on Friday, day 2 of the Test match. You mentioned you've enjoyed the English mind games and a bit of back and forth with Ben. What are the chances of you spending 2 hours of your evening watching a documentary about him?
If he wants, he can send me a link, and I'll watch it after the test. No, but I mean, it's something that's inspiring in English cricket, and I'm sure it's also going to touch people's lives outside of English cricket. I'm sure there's a message throughout. I haven't listened too much to it. I'm focused on cricket at the moment, and side shows, and that's fine. So yeah, but I'm sure throughout the next few weeks we'll be able to maybe sit down and watch it.